Hi, this is Jamey with Stonemeyer Games, and today I'm going to talk about review copies and the impact of reviews on Kickstarter campaigns. In my opinion, reviews do two things. One, they expose your game and your project to a larger audience than what you have access to. And two, most importantly, for me personally, reviews, unbiased third-party reviews, help backers decide if the game is something that they will like or not. I would much rather have backers support something that they are pretty sure they're going to like and that they're going to enjoy than get a game that they didn't fully understand and not enjoy it. I want them to get something that they at least think that they will enjoy. There are other ways to do this on the project page, like posting the rules and playthrough videos and things like that. But I think reviews do a really good job of this, especially if people can see their game being played by reviewers they trust. This is a distinguishing factor between previews and reviews. Previews are helpful because they show people what the game is, but I think that element of that opinion is really, really important for helping backers figure out if it is a game that they'll like or not. To find reviewers, I recommend going to James Mathy's website. That's James Mathy, MATHE.com. He has an entry called about reviewers that post a giant list of reviewers and whether or not they do Kickstarter reviews or not. I recommend contacting the reviewers that you select about 2 months in advance. And if you use the strategy that I use, I like to create a few really high quality prototypes and send them to a few reviewers. I usually target three to five reviewers. And there's a limit on that because A, I don't think people need 24 reviews to get an opinion of a game. They need a few reviews. And B, it's expensive to make a really high quality prototype. The reason I recommend going after a really high quality prototype is not just because it looks nice, it looks nicer than something that you'll put together by hand, but also I found that people have a really hard time not picturing the prototype as separate from the real game. I've said during projects so many times, no, it's just a prototype. Like, this is just a prototype component. People seem to have a really hard time of wrapping their heads around the idea that that the final version will look different than the prototype. So I recommend doing everything you can to make that prototype look as close to the final version as possible. And the way that you can do that is to use places like Print and Play Games, Drive-Through Cards, and the Game Crafter to make a really high quality prototype. If you're looking for miniatures, I recommend Shapeways. I've had a very good experience with Shapeways. They 3D print miniatures. And Piazza Pro, it's Piasa Pro. They've made custom meeples for us in the past. Our manufacturer, Panda Game Manufacturing, also does this, but if you are not at the point where you're ready to have your manufacturer send you sample meeples, Piazza Pro does a great job with laser cut meeples at any quantity. It's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it for these small batch, nice prototype reviews. So yeah, those are my thoughts on getting review copies. I'd love to hear your thoughts on different strategies that other creators have used for posting unbiased third-party reviews on their project pages as well. Thanks.